What is going on, everybody? JT here, and I just want to throw together a quick how-to video on how to make swaps on Tinyman, how to supply liquidity to Tinyman, how to then take those LP tokens and stake them on various platforms. For today's example, I'll be using Algofi's platform for staking LP tokens, and I'll also be showing you how to supply collateral and borrow on the Algofi platform. So if that's something you'd like to learn, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Now without further hesitation, let's dive right into it. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is get an Algorand wallet. If you don't have one already, I suggest using the Algo Wallet. It's a browser wallet and you can find it at wallet.myalgo.com. Any of the passphrases, the 25-word phrases, or anything like that that you get while signing up for a wallet, make sure you write those down and keep them somewhere safe. If you're ever locked out of your wallet, those words will be your number one key, in fact, your only key to getting back inside your wallet. So be sure to keep them somewhere safe. That being said, once you have an Algorand wallet and you have it loaded with some capital, you're going to want to go on over to tinyman.org. Once you get on over to app.tinyman.org, you're going to want to click on your wallet of choice. Tinyman currently offers the Algorand mobile wallet that you can find in various Play stores on your mobile phone, the Algo wallet, which I will be using for this example, and the Algo signer. So you're going to want to click on the wallet. It's going to prompt you to enter in the password that you created, not the 25-word phrase that it gave you, but just the password you created. And once you've entered your password, you'll be right on track, and as you can see here, I have 43 Algo in my account. Technically, I went to make this video about 5 minutes ago, and I did the swap for the example, and I swapped way too many Algorand, and I couldn't make any more transactions because I didn't have enough Algo in my account to pay for those transactions. Another rookie mistake, which is perfect for this how-to video. Make sure when you are doing any swaps, you always leave enough Algo in your wallet so you can do further transactions. I just had to add some Algorand to the wallet just so I could finish the rest of this how-to video. That being said, I'm going to swap my Algos for USDC. You're swapping from Algo to, and you can type it in, or it's right in the Dropbox. You can click right here, USDC, and I'm going to click on max. And since I just said you don't want to use all of it, you want to leave some for transactions in the future. My max is about 27, so I'm going to do, let's say, 25 Algorand. That should net me about 23.31 USDC. If everything looks right, you click on swap. Right here, you see slippage tolerance. Mine is set to 0.5%. You can change your slippage tolerance up here with this little settings bar. You can do as low as 0.1%, 0.5%, 1%, or you could enter your own. Slippage basically means if you're trading volatile assets, the slippage is relatively helpful. And that is because what the slippage does is, say you're trading asset X, and as you're about to buy it, it goes up 2% in price, but you didn't want to buy it when it was up 2% in price. You wanted to buy it at the price you bought it at. So if your slippage tolerance is at 0.5%, if that token goes up at 0.5% between the time you click swap and the time the swap actually happens, it will reject the swap. So you will not end up paying that overpriced amount. That's why sometimes on really volatile assets, you sometimes have to adjust the slippage tolerance up a couple percent just to get in on the trade. However, slippage tolerance will not protect you in the event that the tokens that you're trading have low liquidity. Low liquidity pools can often have a high price impact if you're trading a lot of money into a pool that has low liquidity. So always be sure on the Tinyman's page to go over to the Analytics tab and just take a look at any of the token pairs that you're looking to trade and see what their TVL is. The TVL is the liquidity. If it has high liquidity, you're going to have a low price impact. You can trade without worrying that you're going to either, reduce the price heavily if you're selling or jack the price up a lot if you're buying. So always be sure to check this analytics page. It's a very great page. But anyway, on to swap. So I'm going to swap 25 Algorand for about 23.39 USDC. And I'm going to click on swap. I'm going to click confirm swap, and it's going to prompt me to enter in my password one more time. This will take a few seconds, but not too long. Awesome, and it's complete. As you can see here, I got my USDC, my Algorand has been removed out of my wallet, and then from here, I'm going to head on over to the Algofi page. The Algofi page is app.algofi.org. And then again, you're going to want to click on Connect Wallet. You're going to want to click My Algo because that's the one I'm using, and you're going to want to enter in your password. And as you can see, I've already used this platform quite a lot, but my borrow utilization is 78.08%, which is quite high. You really don't want to be up much higher than this because you do risk a margin call. However, that being said, I want to take those USDC tokens that we just swapped and supply them here to Algofi as collateral. So we're going to come on down here to USDC. We're going to click on supply, and then we're going to click max. Now I already have a bunch of USDC here because this is actually what I was going to do in the previous video when I just said that I swapped all of my Algorand and then had to stop the video, resupply my wallet with Algorand so I could continue the rest of this video. That being said, I'm going to click on max, supply, and just like everything, it's going to prompt you to sign this transaction. You're signing a whole bunch of smart contracts here. This will take a handful of seconds because it's signing every one of those contracts, and we are all set. I want to make a quick mention that there is a quick edit to what I just did, and I withdrew some of the USDC I just deposited, and you will see why in about 2 seconds. And we are back. I want to borrow some stable from the USDC I just supplied. So I'm going to click on max. I can borrow about 573 stable. I don't want to max out my borrow utilization though, so I'm going to click on 525 and borrow stable. That's going to prompt me again to sign this transaction. With that out of the way, we can now head on back over to Tinyman, refresh the page so it reads those new tokens in our wallet, and head on over to this pool tab up in this top left corner. You click on pool, you head on down, and you click add liquidity. Now you can add liquidity to any token pair you'd like, but for this example, I'm doing the USDC and stable token pair. So we're going to find USDC here, and we're going to find stable here by typing it in, STBL stable. Perfect. And then I'm going to click up here. Well, I'm going to click max on stable, which is 526 and 509, because remember, it's the even amount of each. And technically, stable doesn't have a perfect peg yet, so it's about $509 of each of these tokens. They're both roughly $1, but not exactly. All right, once everything looks correct, you're going to want to click on add liquidity. Double check everything once more. I like to write these numbers down. That way you can cross-reference them in the future. And you want to click on confirm supply. And we are going to receive 512.755 pool tokens. Now these pool tokens represent my share of ownership in this liquidity pool. Now why would you want to supply liquidity? Well, if you head back on over to this analytics page, you can find the stable USDC pool right here. It's the second most liquid pool. And if you head on over, the 7-day trailing APY is 8.74% currently. That's a pretty good percentage yield earned on stablecoins. So you're growing your cash position in one of the least volatile and risky ways possible. And then it gets even better when I show you that you can now take those tokens back on over to Algofi, those pool tokens that is, refresh the page, and then click on staking. Over here you'll find the second row, stake STBL USDC LP. You click on this, you click on max right here under stake, and I'm going to max out that 512 LP tokens that we just got and click on stake. And if you just caught that, my rewards per day just updated to reflect the updated amount of LP tokens that I now have in the pool. So now you just sit back and collect this 16.03% APR on your stablecoin position, which is amazing, especially when you consider, and as you can see here, I can already claim some. As you can see here currently, the rewards, this 16.3% on your stablecoin position is paid out in both Algorand and Stable. And what you can do is take these stable coins right here, which I'll show you. I'm going to click on claim. And then you can take those stable coins and stake them in this stable pool for an additional 5.33%. That's essentially earning a 21% yield on your stablecoin position. It's really massive. This is undeniably a game changer, and it's one of my favorite pools and reward systems currently in play. Now, everything I had just mentioned, you can also do on Yieldly Finance with two various pools that they offer. They offer two liquidity pools, being the Akita liquidity pool and the XET, or the Xfinite liquidity pool. I personally do not hold either of those tokens. I am anxiously waiting for them to unleash more LP pools because I do believe that this is a great incentive to supply liquidity to these DEXs, which is very important, and I also believe it'll be a supercharger for Algorand TVL. That being said, the two pools I am currently in is the one you just saw me enter, and then I'm also in the stable Algo pool. And the reason for this is because through impermanent loss, which if you don't know about impermanent loss, you should definitely check out Whiteboard Crypto's YouTube channel and search for impermanent loss. But due to impermanent loss, I was okay with the concept of either having more Algorand or more stable, depending on which one was more in demand. So I decided to enter the stable Algo pool, also in part because, as you can see here, if I can find it, the stable Algo pool is currently earning 107% on the trailing 7-day APY, which is absolutely phenomenal, but of course it comes with the risk of impermanent loss, which is very, very, very much so reduced, if not almost eliminated, when you're supplying liquidity to stablecoins, which is another reason why I enjoy providing liquidity to the pair I had just shown you. I hope I demonstrated that in an easy and concise way. Now let's just run it from the top just so we can quickly go over the step-by-step how to supply liquidity to Tinyman and then take it over to Algofi to earn an extra yield. So step 1 is create an Algorand wallet. Step 2 is purchase USDC and stable. Obviously, you do not have to supply collateral to Algofi and borrow stablecoins. You can just purchase these stablecoins on Tinyman. I just wanted to show you how to supply collateral and how to borrow in case you wanted to do that. But you don't have to do that to obtain these coins. So that being said, step 1, as I said, get an Algorand wallet. Step 2, get USDC and stable into that wallet. Step 3, head on over to Tinyman and supply USDC and stable to a liquidity pool. Step 4, take those liquidity pool tokens over to Algofi and find the staking page. And on that staking page, stake those LP tokens for an additional yield. Now, step 5 is be patient, earn that yield, claim the yield, and then stake part of that yield, being the stable tokens, in the stable staking pool to further increase your yield. Step 6, when your cash position is nice and heavy, go buy the dip. If you like what you saw here today, please smash the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. I have a bunch of great conversations coming out with all sorts of good CEOs, developers, coders. I'm going to be trying to interview as many people as I can, but I really wanted to get out this instructional video for everyone. I know many people in the community have been asking for it. So with that being said, I hope you really liked the content, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.